Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, Arizona State head coach told me pregame he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Boley. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff for Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Delivers the stiff arm. Touchdown, Orange. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Couldn't find nobody to throw to, he'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lost to throw again. Using the quick game. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
Snags it, and there's running room.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The lost yardage leaves them with second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The run inside. It's Johnson. Got some room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. The give on the counter. Maybe a crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Anderson. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. This time he wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got a man, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Working the middle, it's complete. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. He sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the other side on 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. Still looking, on the move. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Weaver. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there. They
got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He fields the football and makes the fair catch at his own 5, and he might have been better off taking a chance to see if that ball would bounce into the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's fun to be a QB when you can get the ball out and your guys can make plays like that. You're in the corner of your own end zone. You don't like where you're at. You need some space. And he says, I got this. Just give me the ball. And he absolutely does. After the catch, create some space, and now you're out of the shadow of your own end zone.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Line getting set on second down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Now facing a third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it on the sideline. Touchdown ASU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. place to start for this offense. A give to Brown. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away.
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Under fire. Complete to the left. Bounced off his feet. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wideout set. Under fire. And down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with Colorado taking on the number 11 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's the Buffs with a 2-score lead, 14-0. And the way this defense is playing, that lead may be safe. Here now some other games you may have interest in.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Brown. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nelson. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going long. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Runs through a tackle. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He is in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The option look. Quick toss. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown ASU. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball in the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And a lot of space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Hauls it in. Touchdown Orange. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Miller. Got a little grass. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Sun Devils come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
It'll be interesting to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and goal, but you're on the 2-yard line. Do you have confidence in your guys up front to get it done?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Powers forward. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
Snags it, and he's open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
This time on target. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.